Cheater's just a fancy word for winner.
Yo, what's going on, guys? So I don't know if many of you remember, but I made a video around about 2 years ago on the perfect player, the rank 1 player on EUW at that point, Xayira. He pretty much had like this really KDA-centric Orianna playstyle. It was insane, really resource heavy. And this week, I've on good authority that he has a new account on the EU West server with an 82% win rate, meaning Twisted Fate. So this is going to be a super interesting VOD and gameplay to watch. Obviously, I've done plenty of VOD reviews on the man himself, Dopa. So we're going to see what this guy, Dopesu, has to offer. His TF is a little bit different, and he has a little bit of a different setup. You can see there on his Mobalytics profile. You can see on his gamer performance index, like, it's honestly just like maxed out with fighting, versatility, farming. You come down here, he has a 70% win rate with Twisted Fate with a 5 KDA. So this guy, it definitely knows what he's doing on this champion. And it's going to be super interesting to see the discrepancies between him and Dopa, and also the differences in his playstyle from now against 2 years ago when we first did that review on him. Without further ado, let's get into today's gameplay, boys. Heading into the game now and straight into the action, they've gone for a counter invade on the Rengar where Dopesu actually picks up that first blood. That's that 400 gold, moves out. You can see he's got a Doran's Ring 2 potions start, and also the airy rune setup, which I'll talk about in a second here. So he moves through, gets the follow-up onto the Jace, actually gets a double kill in the early game. I hate doing these VOD reviews where the person I'm reviewing gets a lot of gold early on and makes it really unrealistic. But this is actually the only VOD I could kind of find. It's on the Domisum Replay YouTube channel where I get a lot of my replays from. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. So you can see there, he picks up the Dark Seal, the boots, a Control Wood. It is happy days for him in this early laning phase. And if he doesn't use this gold lead to his advantage and create a massive lead, I'll be pretty disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. But obviously he's versing a Kassadin, which traditionally is a Twisted Fate counter, but pre-6, not really. Honestly, I like playing this matchup when I'm playing TF early on. I can get a lot of poke and harass off. So one thing to note, his rune setup is super, super unique. He goes for Summon Airy, which pretty much no Twisted Fate in the world does. Every Twisted Fate is pretty much running Comet. Dopa always runs Comet. He used to go summon a spell swap, but Dopesu loves the Airy, and this is mainly just due to him because the Airy cooldown is much lower and you can proc it on auto attacks. You can probably actually, if you're trading more aggressively, get it more often than the Comet and probably tally up a lot more damage. So we're going to see how he uses this in the early game. You can see it's all the autos stacking up, getting as much goddamn poke as he can. One other weird thing is he uses that Blood Moon skin. This is one of my least favorite TF skins, but this guy runs it every game. I'd love to get a comment on him why he uses it, because I goddamn hate it. I'll tell you that much. So he's got to shove the lane in here, getting really nice poke off onto this Kassadin, even if the Kassadin has the Resolve setup as well. With the Corrupting Potion. Also, for the secondary runes, Dopesu is running Biscuit Delivery and Time Warp Tonic. So he's getting instant heals. You can see he has got the Biscuit come in there. One thing about getting the Biscuits, right, it gives you additional mana. So we'll see with the build path coming up, he actually goes Proto Belt. He doesn't really go the Rod of Ages ever. He goes Proto Belt for early damage. And then he goes into the Lich Bane, of course, which gives the mana. So I'm just kind of thinking, like, maybe the Biscuits, maybe getting the Lich Bane a little bit quicker because the Proto Belt you're getting is much cheaper. I just wonder if you actually even need the Rower. So we're going to see how it plays out here. You can see also with this Lee Sin, the Lee and Twisted Fate are duo. They've been duoing, I think, most of the games. So his win rate, of course, is a little bit inflated. It's still impressive, but of course, duo win rates are nothing compared to solo win rates. So you can see the TF gets a little bit of poke off there. The Lee Sin comes through. And he's going to look for a base in here with the Kassadin actually up in a couple of CS with a teleport advantage. This is going to be super awkward right now. I actually don't think he can get the shove on, which is going to mean the Kassadin can TP back and deny a little bit of the wave. I want to see how this Kassadin plays this lane out. The Kassadin should TP back on one of those minions. Yeah. If Kassadin is smart, he's going to try and drag it. The Rengar's coming through now. Has to pop that flash. The Rengar follows up. Drops the ignite. Rengar gets the shutdown. Lee follows up for the kill. I mean, at the end of the day, that was super risky and not something we would have really seen out of Xayira's Orianna a long time ago. He played a lot more safe early, never really opened himself up, but he has this more aggressive playstyle right now, which maybe is following in the meta. In my opinion, the meta definitely favors this aggro early game, playing with your jungle, trying to really snowball the game, get Drake control, get Rift Herald control. You can really snowball a game. Whilst when I did the review 2 years ago, when he was playing things like Orianna, you pretty much just sat, farmed it out. There was no scuttle crab, and you just big chilled until like a mid-late game team fight, and boom, you've won the game. So you can see the Resolver pick up here. I've never seen somebody use a Proto Bolt. I'm actually really intrigued to how he uses it in a combo. Maybe he just uses it. You can even use it for wave clear and stuff. I mean, let's see. So he's going to be level 6 soon. He has to be super cautious with his mana control, I reckon, leading up until level 6. Looking for a kill on the Rengar. He's got to be careful, but he has the Bard following up. You can see that. Oh shit, the Rengar's going for this guy, man. Holy shit. Bard takes the kill as well. This guy's name is Hyam Rengar. Fucking hell. You can see he gets that bot side control ward. When you're playing Twisted Fate, bot side control wards are super, super important. Especially with something like an Infernal Drake. You're going to have a lot more like bot side river fights earlier on, so it's going to give you a little bit more gold advantage, or it's going to give you more gold value out of that control ward. So he's going to back up now, get a Ruby Crystal, move back to lane. The Kassadin actually has a CS lead. The double Dark Seal, I love the double Dark Seal, man. I get double Dark Seal whenever I can. I think this setup is fucking broken, man. Arthashock Lissandra, my Echo, my Kassadin, even on Ahri I'm running it. Double, even triple Dark Seals with the Corrupting Potion. It's pretty dirty. The Kassadin right now, he should actually be pretty confident in trading in this matchup. Although in saying that, the Revolver just changes everything. You have so much more damage early on with a Revolver. I think if the TF gold carded instantly there, it would have been a kill. Lee Sin follows up with the Flash Q. This duo is working really well together. I love playing duo with Twisted Fate and something with the follow-up. Because if they don't run Cleanse, like this Kassadin, obviously on a Kassadin you can't run Cleanse. If you gold card, your jungler just follows up and boom, you got a free kill. Pops the ult in. It's onto a Jace with the Z top. I mean, this is going to be a free kill. Let's see if he tries to KS it. Oh, please. No, the Z gets it. He's going to tax this wave. Genius plan. I always tax this stuff. If you commit for a roam and you don't get the kill, tax. Just tax. Nice guys finish last in League of Legends. I'm telling you guys, you got to be greedy. You got to really man up and say, I'm going to carry this game. Give me the gold. I'll do something with it. Kindle Gym. Get that little bit of CDR. I'm liking this build, man. I'm going to give it a go. Also, upgrades his refillable to the Corrupting Potion. Obviously, this is going to be helping out because he has Cosmic Insight, so he's going to be healing straight away from it. The Dark Seal also going to be helping out, giving more healing. It'll be interesting in niche build path. One thing that I'm noticing is his CSing isn't as good on Twisted Fate as it was on Orianna. Definitely not Dopa-esque of CSing. It's more of a high tempo gameplay. Yo, I wonder if you can one-shot backline casters with Qs at level 9. Because you don't have Minion Demon, but you're also probably going to have Do you have more AP at level 9 than you would if you went for the roller build? Man, I need to test this shit out. It looks fun as hell. That's a kill onto the Rengar there. Thank you very much. Has a blue buff now. Gonna commit for some of these tower platings. But yeah, last season, I know he did a similar climb with the same Twisted Fate setup. And I think he ended up hitting around about maybe like low masters with like an 80% win rate, once again doing mostly duos with that same Proto Bolt Twisted Fate setup. I never really looked into it any further because I couldn't really find many good VODs. But hopefully we can see here how much work the Proto Bolt is doing and how he really builds after the Proto Bolt. Because there's no way you can't skip Lich Bane. So it has to be Proto Lich into Hourglass Deathcap, maybe something like that. One thing I don't like A lot of the times when I'm playing Twisted Fate, I am just off getting a kill because obviously TF doesn't have that much of a damage. Gets the flash in there. And that's honestly wasted. Flashing Knight wasted for no reason. The Castanet just Rift walks out of the way. And Dope Suit definitely doesn't have a Doper-esque playstyle, that's for sure. There's no way Dope would have taken that. Looking for the base in now. He's going to grab that Proto Bolt. One thing would be interesting to see, like, these early season climbers, I'm not going to discredit them, but it is so easy to climb early season, as opposed to late season. You'll see a lot of like players that were maybe Diamond 2, Diamond 1 last season are now mid-high masters or even Grandmaster. The thing you've got to look for is in about 2 or 3 months when they're forced to play the decay games, where they actually end up sitting. So I don't want to, oh shit, look at that clear, man. Wait, did he proto during the Q animation, yeah? Also goes for that Ninja Tabi. A lot of the damage coming through. Obviously, they have the Jace has a little bit of gold, and also the Xayira 303 with Merc Treads as well. That's going to be fucking annoying to pick up. Looking for the ults on the Jace. Super immobile. Gets the plant. The commitment. Let's see this all in. Nothing really going his way. Can't quite get these kills with the ultimate. Wait, he's level 9. Let's see. No, not even close. He's not even close to backline. He's not even close to clearing the waves with the Qs. And he's 4-1-4 with Dark Seal stacks. Let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about this build. Like, I mean, obviously you're not getting 80% win rate in EU West server to like 400 points. Unless it's like somewhat decent. This Jace, man, he's doing well. DK Alus. But it's good to see that Xayira is not playing on the EU NE server. He's playing on much more competitive server now, EU West, and really trying to test his skills out, because that was one thing I was concerned about. I see a lot of high elo EU NE players, the Nordic server, do super well on that server. Then when they transfer to EU West, they're stuck in Masters and can't hit Challenger. I'm not really too sure why, because there's a really high player base on that server as well. But maybe just because there's no pros in high elo, it just makes it the high elo games much less competitive, and somebody of average skill can stand out, as opposed to if there was pros in the server, you're obviously going to have to up that gameplay a lot because their skill caps are much higher. Looking at this clearing now, I feel as though if you're 4-1 with the roll up with minion demon setup, you're one-shotting the backline casters. But you also have the Proto Belt for extra clear if you need it. Nick him in on this tower. Not first tower gold, but I mean, it's still gold. Fight coming in, has to dodge. Proto Belts to the Bard. Lee Sin gets it. Whoa, what is these combos, man? Actually, it's like, it's just different, man. Like, he's Proto Belt to getting to gap close to get a card off. I love like oh shit, this could be bad. No, Jace is there, bro. I love like niche things where, like, this is why I love Rapid Fire Cannon Twisted Fate. Even though I don't build it that often. It's because the enemy team doesn't know the card range and just simply doesn't expect it. So when you run something like a Proto Bolt, they're never going to be expecting you have a Proto Bolt, and you can catch them by surprise very often. That's the shutdown. The Zed gets the shutdown. I'm sure he was looking for that. Pretty sure that was like 800 gold as well onto the Xayira. Like looking for the in. Oof. There goes Bard. I'm not surprised. Every Bard in my games explode. Their heads, boom. They never pop off, but why? Anyways, this game is super concerning right now. You're 4-1 on Twisted Fate, but your bot lane's losing and you have a top lane Zed. You're down about What? You're down 1.5k into a Kassadin who's going for the Archangel Rush. This is going to be a hard one, honestly, to carry. They're going to need the Veigar Bard to really step up their game because the enemy bot lane is doing so much work. Especially this fucking Pyke, man. 404. Pyke is such a nice roaming support. Moves in mid. Ultimate's still on a relatively large cooldown. 1 for 1 on the top side. I wonder who wins the 1v1, man. He's looking to play so aggro with that Proto. I love it. Obviously going into the Lichbane second, you can see with the Aether Wisp. I doubt he'd be going a Spellbinder. Be a free pick on the Jace. Gonna take the kill? Nice. Gets the 9. He has 9 stacks on a Dark Seal. We'll see if he goes for a Soul Stealer. If I was him, I probably would maybe stall until I have an Hourglass before the Soul Stealer. Just in case the Rengar looks for a commit, because the Rengar has a lot of damage. He's 4 and 5 with some lethality. Ooh. Oh man, that Lee. They're just not on their A game, are they? These two just aren't playing together. 7-hour gold shutdown on the Pyke would be nice, but... Nice, he picks that up as well. He's getting big. I tell you what, he is getting big. A lot of these skirmishes are just so wonky, dude. They're just like, one person does this, like the other person does the opposite. I think I looks for a hard commit. He should have Proto Belt up in a sec. Ooh. Needs a gold card. Gets it. Wait. How did Bard get the kill? Wait, what? Bard got the kill there? What the fuck? Did Bard drop Ignite? Oh yeah, Bard dropped Ignite. Must have been the final tick of the Ignite. So he's gonna get a base in here. 130 farm at 17. Exactly the same as the Kassadin. The Kassadin, as this game progresses, should get more and more. The Kassadin should just sit in a side lane and then use teleport. So he gets that flat out Lichbane buy and a Soul Stealer. Okay, this would be fucking interesting. The next 5 to 10 minutes is going to determine this game. Even in gold, 6-1 and 6 on Twisted Fate with a Soul Stealer. He keeps Proto Belting the gap close. Drops the flash in for the Pyke. I think that is a good play because flashing to secure Dragon is always worth it. Or Infernal Dragon, 100% worth it. Especially second with a comp like yours. I think I'm looking to deny. I feel like they should have grouped on that. They might still get him though. Yeah, Zed's 100% gonna get him. Wait for the Veigar, and then they're fine to the Dragon. He can just cage zone. Pull it out. Rengar's dead. You should be fine. I don't think I'd be concerned about as a Pyke. Coming through and just killing everything. Zed gets it. Ooh, the Proto cards. I like it, man. It catches them by surprise, yeah? Because you're outside of card range, and then you Proto Belt, and then you're inside. And they're like, oh, fuck, it's too late. I'm gonna give this a goddamn go. But yeah, I'll be interested to see if it can continue climbing on the server. I think at around about 400 LP on the EU West server, you're pretty much popping into like... There's so many good players on EU West above 400 points, yeah? You get so many pro players and so many up-and-coming talents. Like, obviously on NA and EU, it's just night and day differences. But right now, they actually changed a lot of the LP gains. Like, my main account, it's like 500 LP with a 70% win rate. But I'm still getting like plus 14, minus 20. Whilst before they changed the LP system, I was getting plus 33, minus like 6. So obviously climbing over the next couple of weeks, you're going to see a lot of these players just fall off. If you can't really maintain the win rates, you're going to fall off. 18 stacks now on the Soul Stealer. They're just making picks left and right. The Kassadin, obviously no cleanse. Dude, this Kassadin build is so high risk. I don't do this Kassadin build in If I'm in diamond and above, I don't do this Cassidy build because if the enemy team has any brains, they just simply focus you and you're going to get one banged because you're so squishy. Veigar Cage comes in, picks up the kill. It's his first kill of the game for the Veigar. Veigar 80 carry. It's actually really good. Actually a super good pick. Mages in the bot lane. Although now with the crit changes, maybe not. He gets picked here. It's fucking over for him. Ooh, the dodge. My precious stacks. 20. He has 20. Come on, get it. Give him 25, man. 22. I have this curse when I buy Soul Stealer. It's annoying. It's like a curse that when I buy it, I instantly die off my base, and then I have 0 stacks. He's 1 off 25. 21 minutes in, 7, 1, and 11. To be honest, a lot of these kills have been super reactionary. It hasn't really been proactive kills, in my opinion. He's kind of been letting them play into him. He's just gold carded, protobelt queued, and picked up the kill. It's still a playstyle nonetheless. I think when we watched him when he was playing that Orianna way back, he played super passive. He was never proactive. He was always sitting under tower, farming, making sure to hit that farm numbers. And then he'd hit a big shockwave in the mid game, and then instantly it's over, he wins. That's what we're seeing from his last playstyle. But this Twisted Fate playstyle, it's just different. It's like, it's more aggro, but it's also, it's not as controlled is probably what I would say, as opposed to his old gameplay. Cassidy comes in, almost gets him. Holy fuck, we've hit in 25 stacks now. Lee picks up the pike. Rengar is still alive. No ultimate though. So he's going to be going for a death cap 4th as well. Just insane greediness. How can you go death cap 4th into a Rengar? He's going to have to be super cautious. Is he going to sell that corrupting? Not yet. Not yet enough gold. Hasn't side laned once this game. This game is honestly just him. Just top side, to be honest. The Bard is slowly coming back into the game, but... What about used very often actually just like clear waves in. Yeah, pops ult, looking for the Rengar. I don't need a little bit of follow-up from the Zed. Ah, that's free as fuck. Stacks! Woo. He does not give a fuck if he dies. Yo, Cassidy! Watch out. No way. He has to die. Oh, he's lucky. Picking up a nice little kill there. Lee is signaling, I want to do the Baron Nashor. ZTP's in. I mean, yeah, they get a free Baron here. I wouldn't even be surprised if they close off this Baron after a siege. Gets that death cap by at 24 minutes. I want to see how much this combo does now. Gold card, Q, Protobolt, and Powered E. Sounds pretty juicy, I'm not going to lie to you. That sounds pretty good. Protobolt has some AP scaling components as well. Some AP ratios. No flash though. He has to be super core. If I'm him, there's no way I can face check things like this. And obviously I think at this point, the Airy to Comet, I think Comet would be giving more value in this stage of the game. But he's using that Airy just for super aggressive lane early to pressure at kills, poke them, get his Lee Sin to follow up for a kill. That's actually the only reason he uses it. And obviously proccing it with autos is much easier than having to land a W or a Q. Bard gonna move back there, get the Baron wave. Always do this. Baron minions move like so much quicker than normal, so if you're looking for a siege, wait, Bard didn't even have the Baron. No, he did. Like you can see how much faster these minions move. Look for the TP bot side. Pops the Rengar. They're gonna get at least double inhib here, maybe even close the game. Good night, sweet prince. You're dead. There's no. I actually don't think they close off that. Dude, that Protobelt is like, it's actually pretty deadly, eh? It looks like he can Q Proto instantly. Cancel out the entire Q animation. Or at least do it during the Q. Might even make the Q harder to see because of the Proto bot. Some small interesting mechanics to look out for. Last item is going to be an Hourglass. He still luckily has 17 stacks on the Soul Stealer. He's wrapping around, cutting off a little bit of a zone. For that third inhibitor. Personally, myself, I always fight for the third inhib. I never give 3 inhibs because 6 super minions on the map is too much to deal with for almost every team unless you're a pro team. In solo queue, it's really hard to like just comms how to clear those waves in. The Cassidin chasing down the Bard. Ooh, this Cassidin, bro. I'm telling you, they could lose this game. If this Cassidin gets one more team fight like that, it's actually done for them. There we go. That's 1,000. Dude, that's 1,000 for the Cassidin. Fucking oh, this is some sloppy gameplay. I tell you that much. Luckily, the Winions, they're getting a little bit of work done on the inhibitor. Oh, the Nexus turret. Holy shit. Spectator, show me that. Okay, then Infernal Drake just spawned. This is going to be the turning point. Pretty much, I would not write off the blue side team. At all. But if they get this second Infernal into the Baron, then it's going to be hard. They need to fight the Baron. But the waves, like you can see those supers pushing in bot side. Just pick on Rengar. It's going to be over. A good game. That's a GG. No possible way for them to return after the Rengar's dead. They might just look for an inhib siege. Nice play by the Lee. Get ports in. Gold cards. Pyke has left the game. And that's going to be the end of the VOD review. 10, 3, and 20, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. This has been, I'm not going to say super impressive, but it has been very good gameplay. It's interesting to see his differences between him and Dopa. It is so different, his gameplay. I don't think he sidelaned once. Just look for skirmishes over and over. So hopefully you've enjoyed that gameplay on the perfect player. He's not the perfect player anymore. He's more of a high tempo. He's more of a high tempo Twisted Fate player, really, looking for those skirmishes 24/7. And it's super strange to me to see it get played. I want to try the Proto Belt now. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the review, and I'll see you all next time for the next one. Peace.